fall, and I interviewed another Caitlin. How cool is that? Well, hey, I'm back at Lemuria, and this is this fabulous bookstore, my favorite in Jackson, and we are here signing The Dreamer, the Schemer, and the Writer. And Caitlin is the first one in the house. Okay, so she gets the interview. So Caitlin, my dear, tell me, why do you want this book?
Because I read the first one and it was very interesting and I wanted to know what happened.
She wanted to know what happened next. Okay, and your favorite character so far is?
Liz.
Liz, why?
Because she's smart and she's a cat.
She's a cat, okay. And how old are you?
8.
8. And how long did it take you to finish writing this? Reading it. I wrote it, you read it.
From one Friday to the next.
1 week. And she would have been, were you 7 at the time?
Mm-hmm.
See, you too can read this book. You adults out there that think this book is too big for you, need I say more? Caitlin, you're awesome, sweetie. Thank you for coming in and see me today. Will you email me and tell me how you like this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Blow kisses to Max and Liz. Ready? Hi, Max and Liz. Mwah. Thank you. It's me again. I'm back at Lemuria, and now Brian's here. Hi, Brian.
Hello, how are you today?
It's so good to see you.
Good.
I met Brian the other night at dinner at a restaurant, and he heard about my books. And tell me, why did you want to read these books?
Well, I am a real big fan of fiction of all kinds. Like I said, and I enjoy fantasy fiction, and I read some reviews of you, and I said that you're, a contemporary C.S. Lewis.
I'm not worthy.
Oh, no.
I'm
I'm looking forward to jumping into these. I'm a big fan of faith-based fiction and literature. I read a couple of reviews of these online, and like I said, around here in the bookstores, they can't keep them on the shelf. So, and I'm looking forward to, of course, Max and Liz. I'm a big animal lover. So, anything like this, we've read. My sister and I've read all the Harry Potters and all those things like that. So, this is just going to be something else to read. I'm looking forward to it.
Can't wait. And please tell me, I want to hear from you and get a review. I will post your review on my website.
Absolutely.
And I just got to ask this. How old are you?
32.
See? All right, a 32-year-old guy. This is not just for kids.
Nope,
See?
not
See?
at all.
You're going to love it.
32 years old, and I can't wait.
Thank you, Brian.
Very
See
nice
you
to see you.
tonight.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
We've forgotten to make
Lemuria, take 3. Hey, Alex. I saw him earlier this week. Where you go to school? Yeah, and I came to your school and we did a creative writing workshop on... Yeah, did you enjoy it? We went to Egypt, didn't we? Tell me something you learned that day.
Yeah, but we've heard of
Joseph was a slave twice, yeah. Amazing story, right? Right? So why are you excited to read this one?
I read the first one.
Yeah? Who was your favorite character? Al. Everybody loves Al. Everybody loves a comic, right? Well, I look forward to hearing your review for this one, Alex. Okay? You gonna tell me what you think? That was, oh yeah, him, yeah. Yeah, he was a cut up too. Well, he's kind of like Al, right? Yeah, he played the practical jokes. So, well, I look forward to coming back to McWillie next time, okay? All right? Stay in touch with me?
How are you?
Okay, wave hi to Maximilian. Hey, bye. Tell us your name. Umbriel, and she goes to St. Andrews, and she's in 9th grade, and she's taking Chinese, just way over my head. So I am delighted she came in. You've got the first book, but you haven't started it yet because she had a Chinese project, so which I could never do. I can do this, I can't do that. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here, and I hope to hear from you on how you like this. Okay? All right. Anything you want to say? She's going to be a vet. She's going to be a vet, so I'll be a vet for large animals. For large animals, well, you're really going to love the art book. She's already got that, but you're going to love that. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this girl. All right, bye. Hi, we're back. This is Owen, and this is Camille. Tell them how old you are, guys.
6.
They're 6. And they're reading The Art to Read in the Fire Cloud. Okay, and how far are you? You both got it a couple of days ago, right? And how much have you read?
I've read like about 15 pages.
15 pages. Camille, you've read about 4 chapters, you said? Right? They're 6. So you adults out there that are intimidated by this book, you can read it, okay? So what do you think you're going to enjoy the best about these stories?
The funny talking.
The funny talking. You like how Max rolls his eyes? Are you rolling your eyes when you read it, Lottie? Well, listen, they came in, they go to McWillie, and I went to their school this week, and we had a good time. Okay? So I'm going to see you next time I come, okay? And then I want your full review on that, and then we'll move to Joseph, and you can tell me about the drinker too, okay? Will you say hi to Max and Liz? Hi, Max and Liz.
Hi, Max and Liz.
Now we have a special guest. This is the famous Lucy Waller. Look. Lucy Waller. That is her review. She was one of my advanced reviewers of The Dreamer, the Schemer, and the Road. So you're looking at a celebrity here. Can you handle the fame of your name and print? And let's see what Lucy had to say. Why don't you read it? Read me your comment.
Wow, this book popped out of its pages with great descriptions of both mystery and adventure. Most importantly, it reminded me that God had a perfect plan for our lives. I highly recommend it.
Isn't that great? Thank you so much for doing it. Did you enjoy being an advanced reader?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
did you like about doing that exercise?
It gave me more opportunities to say and get out more information.
Yep. And it was kind of fun being like behind the scenes, right? You know, like before anybody else, you got to read it, right? So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. And how did you like this one versus the first one?
I think I liked this one better basically because there's more action.
More action, more awesome action. Okay.
And
How did you like Nigel?
I thought he was a great character.
Nigel
One of my
Monaco the
favorites.
Mouse. Yeah, he's my favorite too. Don't give away anything, but and you like Osahar,
Yes, ma'am.
the shouting camel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's kind of funny, right? So, well, good. Well, I am so glad you stopped by today, and so now you know the behind the scenes of Lucy Waller. Thank you, Lucy. You want to say anything to Max and Liz?
Hope you have more great adventures.
Okay, bye, Max and Liz. This is Lucy's mom. Now you get behind the scenes of Lucy Waller, and this is Yanni, her mom. And tell me, how has this series impacted your daughter?
Lucy loves to read, but Lucy has not read a lot of books that are with a lot of words, a lot of chapters. And the first time she brought it home, the first book, I thought, this might take a little while, but she got into it, enjoyed it, loved it, told her friends about it, told her teachers about it. It was so impressive to her because it not only was a wonderful story about these characters, Max and Liz, and she loves animals, but it was a wonderful story about how God used these animals and how He can use us. And I think that impacted her greatly. She read the book within 2 weeks and read the second book within 2 weeks and is a more in-depth reader now. So thank you
so much. Well, that blesses me, and because that's what it's all about. Encouraging, a child to read and to give them something of depth that will grow them and stretch them. And I always want to challenge kids with these books to push them further than what they think they can read. Because it's a big book, and that's kind of intimidating to some kids. But once they get into it, they just sail on through. So thank you so much for coming in today and for sharing that.
Well, thank you for what God's doing in your life too.
Thanks, Johnny.